Assalamualaikum. Hi, welcome back. This is the second tutorial video of TM2223 client server. In this video, we will install the MySQL with several other tools such as the workbench and also connectors. And then we also will upload a new database called Northwind. Then after that you will create a project, a Java project, then create a class that can connect to the database. Then we will do some very simple select query. So these are the tasks, the checklist tasks. So we will do all of this. So let's start the first three, which are to download all the software. Okay, what you have to do is to open your browser and then go to mysql.com. Okay, this is the official website of MySQL. Go to download tabs. Right, we are going to download the community edition of MySQL. So click here. On the left side, we can see the links. Yeah, we're going to download the server, workbench, and also connectors. Okay, let's start with community server. Let's scroll down. Right. Okay, there are a few options here. The best one would be to download the all MySQL product all in one. Yeah. So we will use this in the server. Click that one. Scroll down. We should install the huge file one. The first one will be the web installer. The second one is the full installer, means that you will download all the files. Yeah. Okay. Although it is a 32-bit, it's also work for 64-bit. So you can see this note. Yeah. It's also work both in 32-bit and also 64-bit. Right. So I click this one. Okay, no thanks, just start my downloads. Okay, right, then go to MySQL workbench. Click here, and then you can download again, you can download all, but rather use one by one. So let's download this one, the MSI installer for 64-bit for me. Click that. No thanks, just go download. Alright, and then the connector here, click MySQL connector. There are many connectors. I mean that you can connect MySQL to the .NET application, or Java, Python, C++, or the basic C, and for PHP and so on. So we're going to connect, get the Java connector here. Click that, and then okay, this is Windows platform, the MSI installer. I would rather go for this platform independent library. Okay, and then download the zip one here. Okay, no thanks. Okay, right. Right, once you have all the files, what we have to do is to copy the server file, the MySQL server into the shared folder. Let's say all the downloaded files are in this folder, for example. Yeah, so let's find where's the server. Yeah, this is the server, so I copy, and then you need to paste it in your shared folder so that you can access it from the server instance. Okay, VirtualBox VM, so I paste the file here. Right, wait for the copying to finish. Right, then go to the server, open Windows Explorer, go to the network drive F, and I can find the installer here. Right, the best thing is to copy, drag this file into your desktop. Okay. Okay, right. Minimize this. And then you can start the installation. Okay, it says that you need .NET Framework 4.0. Okay, let's go to download the .NET Framework. Let's search .NET Framework. Alright. Okay, take the second one, download from the official website. Click that. Okay, language is English. Click download. You can download other things, but no thanks. And continue. Okay, it's already downloaded here. What I have to do is to go to the files. Okay, the .NET 4.5 full setup, and then I copy it into the shared folder. VirtualBox VM, put it here, and then go to the server. Right, refresh the folder, yeah, and then copy it to the desktop. Alright, minimize this. So we need to install the .NET first, yeah. Right, I agree to the license, install. So it will download some files from the net. So make sure that you have the internet connection, yeah, for installing this framework. Alright, so set back and wait for the installation to finish. Right. It took me about 15 minutes for the downloading. Right now the installation is complete, so click finish, and then we can start our MySQL server installation. Double click, click yes. Okay, the installer is starting up. Right, accept the license as usual. I recommend you to go for custom setup and then press next. So for the server, of course you need to install the server, and I also recommend you to install the workbench, so that you can configure the server from the server instance. Right, press this arrow to select the server, and then workbench. Two things here. Right, next. So here it require the workbench require C++ runtime. You need to click execute in order to install the C++ Visual C++ runtime. Okay, this is the runtime that you need to install. Click agree to the license, press install. Okay, successful. Press close. Right, so let's check right now. Means that it is okay. Press next. So there will be two installation. One is the the MySQL server, and another one is workbench. Press execute. So it will install first the okay, complete both of the software. So press next. Next we will configure the server. Next, what is the type of the server? Usually is whether it is a development machine or it's actual server machine, dedicated machine. So I will select the development machine. The port number is 3306. Open firewall port for all network access. Okay, and also show advanced option. Next, what is the root password? Maybe anything, maybe root also, or root 123. Root ROOT 123. Right down here, there's a section to create a user account. So you can click this add user. You cannot use the root account for all the time, especially from remote computer. So here I recommend you to create a one user, for example remote user from all hosts. Yeah, you need to use that. It's not localhost, from other IP address. The role is equivalent to the database admin, to the root. Yeah. Authentication is MySQL. Password, let's say remote 123, remote 123, right? So press OK. So you can connect to this server using a remote account, yeah, called remote user, right? Next, configure MySQL server as a Windows service. Yes, I need that. The name is MySQL 56, the versions. That's okay. Start when the system is up. Alright. Standard system account, yes. Next, advanced option, I think we don't want to touch this. Next, and execute. So it will do all the configurations. Okay, it's finished. Product configuration. Next, finally finish. Yeah, uncheck this start workbench and click finish. So you have already the server. So where should how can you know that? You can go to the program and you have MySQL, yeah, server here, command line. Okay, you also can go to control panel, go to system and security, go to administrative tools, and go to the services, and you can find from the list of services the service for MySQL. It should be started. Okay, MySQL. Alright, it's already started. Okay, let's test from let's install the workbench and also connect it in your local computer that has the downloaded files. Okay, here, so I have this MySQL workbench. Let's see, where's 64? Okay, this is 64-bit for my computer. Click that. Alright, run this file. Okay, to do that, you let's minimize this server, and we need to go back to your local computer and go to the folder, right, destination folder. Press next. It's okay. Complete installation. Next, install. Right, wait few minutes. And finally the installation is complete, right? You don't have to launch the workbench now. Okay, click finish. Next, we're going to install the Java connector for MySQL. So this is the files. So what can I do is just unzip this zip file. So say extract here. You don't have to install, yeah, the connector. It's simply a library, Java jar files. If you go to the folder, once it's finished, so this is the jar file that you are going to use in the next step, right? To connect the MySQL in your class file. What I can do is to cut this folder, and then I will paste it in my workspace here, right? This is my workspace, so just paste the library here, right? So that's the folder, inside here you have this jar. Alright, okay, next let's look at the checklist. We done, okay, the downloading, and then we install MySQL Server Workbench and also Java Connector. So let's restore the Northwind database. To do that, you need to open the MySQL Workbench. This is the main interface of the Workbench. I would like to remind that we have two Workbench software, one in the local computer, which is this one, and then we have also Workbench in the server, but we mainly will use from the local computer, because I want to see it as a client, and then you have to connect to the server, right? So we are not going to use the Workbench in the server, right? We're going to use in the local computer. So to create connection, you can press this plus button. Okay, the connection name, let's say MySQL server. The IP address I don't remember, so what I need to do is to open back our server, and then go to the command prompt, and then type ipconfig, and then look at the bridge, which in the second connection, 192.168.0.109. okay, so let's put it here, 192.168.0.109. so the username would be the remote user, the one that we created, in the during the installation. Put it in store in vault. The password is remote123, if I'm not mistaken. Press OK. We don't have any database to connect yet, so let's test the connection by pressing this button. So the connection is correct, so it means that we are okay. Then press OK. Right, so this is the connection. Just click to the area here. There you go. You are connected to the server. Well done. Right. In the Workbench, you can see on your left side is the navigator, right? The first is the server status. You can see the status of your server for all the CPUs, the connection, traffic, and all those parameters. and then you can click the second one is client connection, right? So these are the connection, which is your current connection, user and privileges, and you have root and also remote user here, status and system variable. We don't need to go for that. Data export, right? Click here, data export. Okay, and that's if you want to export or to save database to SQL or to other formats. Yeah, if you want to backup also, we will use this one. And then we have data import or restore. This is the one that we are going to use. Yeah, down here, instance, no performance, we are not going to touch that. Then the database, in MySQL they call it a schema. So here you have only one database, which is test. In test table you have in test database you don't have anything. Yeah, you don't have tables and so on. Okay, let's do the restore. Yeah, our Northwind database. Yeah, so let's click that one. Let's import the file, yeah, the backup file. So click this option button and then press this browse. So you need to browse where is the backup file. I put it in this folder. Okay, this is the file, so I click open. Where we should restore it, so let's create a new schema or new table, say Northwind, Northwind, Northwind. Alright, so let's find, okay, this is Northwind. Select that and then press start import. Okay, so it's successful. It is now finished. Yeah. So let's go to the refresh the schema, and then you can close this also. Close this tab, right? So refresh the schema here, and then you can find Northwind. So in Northwind you have all the, let's put it down here, right? All the tables, yeah, categories, right? You have customers and employees. Yeah, you can either edit here. This wrench icon will edit. Press that, you will edit the table here, right? Or you can go for this icon. Yeah, this is to see the data, right? So these are the grid of data for that table. Yeah, so there are many things that you can explore here, right? And you see the Northwind database is about sales, companies that doing sales of products, certain products here. Let's see the products, right? These a lot of things, maybe food here, right? please spend a few minutes of your time to explore the SQL workbench, also maybe by playing with some query here and all those menus, right? So I'm going to the next task, which is we complete this one, which is to create a Java class and connect to the database. Alright, so next what should I do is to open up the Eclipse, my Eclipse, that one. So where's my workspace? My workspace is in this folder, my workspace. Okay, right, this is the main interface of Eclipse. So this is our last video file for the Hello World. So I should close that. Okay, in Eclipse we can create a new, right click, new Java project. Okay, let's give a name video 2. Okay, finished. Right, the first thing you need to do is to load to use the Java MySQL Java connector, right? So how to do that? You can right click on video 2 and then you go to build path, and then you can add external archive, external archive, and then you need to browse to find the MySQL Java connector jar, right, which is in your workspace. If you still remember, you copy the folder MySQL connector Java, this one. So double click in that, and then press this jar file, and then click open. Right, so now you have additional library, which is if you click here, then all those API is right you can use. Okay, in the source, let's say you are creating you need to create a package, for example a model. Usually we use the MVC design, and model. V is view and C is the connector. Okay, now to do the connection, it is under model, right? Click finish. Right, in the model, let's create a new class. Let's say my SQL connection. Okay, maybe you need the main to test. Click this checkbox, finish. Okay, so what's to do first is to use this connector. So we're going to use the driver MySQL driver, which is the here, yeah, MySQL com MySQL JDBC dot driver, this class, right? For that we need to go for a method, yeah, public static void, let's say connector, and then in this connector you need to use the class. So what's the name of the class? Is com dot mysql dot jdbc dot driver, exactly this class, yeah. Alright, as usual, Eclipse will highlight if there is a error or issues, so you can mouse over here and then the Eclipse say it should be an exceptions. You need to let's say the second solution is to surround with try and catch. Click that, there you go. It's already automatically create the exception here for you, yeah, so no error right now. Okay, that's for connector. This is to test whether you have the driver or not. Let's say main here, let's say this is out, control spacebar, just print line says driver found, for example, like that, right? Okay, then if we test it, delete that. Let's say I call that connector, yeah, I call that methods, yeah. If I click this the run, what happened is that it's okay. Yeah, there you go, means that we are okay. The connector is there, the class, the driver dot class is there, right? Okay, next is to create another function, so another method. Let's say public static void execute query, for example, and then you need to put let's say a parameter, one parameter, yeah. Okay, let's create some variable, for example host. So what is the host of our server, which is JDBC to MySQL : the IP address 192.168.0.109. Is it correct here? Mine is, wow, it's too heavy. Where's my server? 0.109. okay, that's correct. like string username is a remote user, string password as a remote 123, connection con equals to driver manager dot get the third one, yeah, URL user and password. Double click that. So the URL we use in the host variable, user is the username, password is password. Right. So the Eclipse detected. So what is this connection? I don't import any libraries. Connection is actually under connect java.sql. So I click that. What happened is that the Eclipse will import these two library, and then driver manager need to be surrounded by try and catch. Okay, press that. Okay, and then let's give some space here. So I also will use a statement, for example as TMT, the variable, equals to con dot create statement. Right, statement also is not import, so it's belong to the java.sql. So once you click that, it will import another library. Okay, then what you have to do next is to use result set. Yeah, result set, for example rs equals to statement dot execute query here, enter, and then you will use the query variable, and then result sets is not defined. Result sets also is from java.sql. Okay, so you have the connection, and then you have this statement, a query statement, and then statement dot execute query. Whatever query that you give in here will be sent to your database server, and then the result will start in this rs, right? And then what you can do is to right here is to return rs, right? So I need to change this void, because since I return something, I return a result set, so I need to change to, sorry, instead of void it is a result set. Okay, right, remove some space here. Okay, save all, so no error. One more thing here, in order to execute your query, you need to have the connector. You need to call the method above here. right? Okay, so rs should be I need to create a local variable rs here. I need to have somewhere here. Okay, and then I should remove this one. Okay, should be no problem. Okay, then here, let's say we want to query a table. So let's say one table, product for example. As I open my workbench here, I can see, okay, this is the product table. So let's say I want to take product ID, yeah, product name, and also unit price. Yeah. Here, in here, I want to display, to grab all those records and display in the console, yeah, in the output. So what I can do here is that a result set says let's say for product equals to execute query. My query will be select star from products. Once I get the result set, I can make a loop while rs products dot next, yeah, means that while there are records. So what should I do? Okay, this should be surrounded by catch. Alright. Okay, the while. Okay, while I still have the a record, so what should I do? I should get, let's say, the first column, the product ID equals to rs product dot get string by the column name, which is product ID, then string product name equals to record set product dot get string by column label product name string product price equals to rs product dot get string and the column name is unit price. Okay, once I get all those data for each record, then I want to output it in I want to output it like a PID plus, let's say I want a comma there, plus the name, just one line, yeah, comma, and then p price. Okay, that's it. And then save all. P price. Okay, I miss plus there. Okay. So, okay, no error. Let's try. Driver found, but there's an error here. Let's investigate. Okay, no database selected. Okay, back to the name of the host. Okay, we have the IP address, but we don't have the name of database. So slash Northwind. Okay, and then save and try again. Run. There you go. Congratulations, you get all those all the data from the database, yeah, one by one, using this while, yeah, while you still have the record, and then you just grab the data and then print out next record, print out next record, next, and that's why you have all the output in this format, yeah, in the list. Okay, that's all for the demo for the connection to your database. I guess we see in the next video. Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.